Hey guys, welcome to an episode. Last time we watched Airplane and it was pretty spicy. Today we're watching a new episode. Don't know what it is. I'm gonna go straight into this. Pick a number for doesn't work. Pick a number from 1 to 100. Here we go, boys. 97. There you go, 97. That's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be I have to do it opposite, so it'll be down one right there. Wait, would it be? Because that'd be 100, 99, 98. No, it'd be the fourth one on that one there. Don't know what it's going to be. Let's go and find out. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 99, 98, 97. Oh, this is a good one. Psycho. Damn. So, Psycho. I've watched all of Bates Motel and I love it. It's one of my favourite TV shows. Genuinely, maybe top 5 TV shows. I love Bates Motel. To be fair, some bits of Bates Motel is boring. You know the bits I do like? Norman Bates bit. That sounds weird. But seriously, the whole time I'm watching Bates Motel, Norma and Norman Bates is the bits that I'm interested in. So I'm really looking forward to getting to actually see the movie based on this, right? I feel like I already know the character, I already know the story. I kind of don't. Here's what I know. I know Norman Bates is dead the whole time. I know that Norman is her, he's pretending to be here, but I don't think he realizes it, right? At least in the movie he does. At least in the TV show he doesn't. Not sure about the movie. I know Marion gets killed in the shower, and Sam is the one she's with. That's what I know. Don't know anything else. I've never seen any of it. I've seen the shower scene, obviously. Don't know if he ended. I'm assuming he dies. I'm not sure. But it's gonna find out. But first most important thing, we have to go and see what Elliot thought of the other two things. Airplane, Raging Bull. Let's go and find out what Elliot thought about it. So, follow up to the last thing that I mentioned. Let me pause this. Elliot has now seen the Raging Bull. He gave it a 4.8 out of 10. He said, the story was okay. It was kind of interesting. The bit he liked is, the guy going a bit insane, losing his trust and all that. Which, like I said, I really enjoyed that last half an hour. Elliot felt the same, but he kind of agreed that it was just a lot of nothing. Sometimes the sound was very quiet. It was just very dull. That's the word he used, and that's how I would agree. It's been a couple of days since I've seen it, and it's still not any better for me. So, overall, Raging Bull is a 4.4 out of 10 now. Not moved up or down at all. Stays at the bottom. Great Dictator, 6.1. Above that, Airplane, still on a 6.8. Elliot hasn't seen it. There's a high chance he won't see it at all. So, if he does, I'll bring it back up at another episode. But right now, it looks like he's not going to be watching it. After Airplane, which is in 4th, we have American Psycho in 3rd with 7.65 out of 10. Then we have 7, actually like the movie 7, in 2nd place with 8 out of 10. And then we have Gladiator in 1st place with 8.4 out of 10. We're about to watch Psycho. I'm about to watch it any second. There's another huge chance Elliot won't watch this. He said he's watched it already. Like, he's not watched it already. He watched like the first 10-20 minutes already. Wasn't a big fan. That was ages ago. And I don't think there's going to be a lot of chance of him watching this again. Which I know is not, like, that's a bit, like, against what the whole philosophy of the thing is. But I kind of get why he wouldn't. It's one of those, it's going to be the same with me when I have to watch what's it called? Doctor Strangelove and Clockwork Orange. The movies that I watched, I don't remember them fondly in the slightest. So, from now on, just to clear up, Elliot's not going to definitely be reacting to all of them. And definitely not all in the same video, just because I don't want to wait like a week to put a video up, if that makes sense. But if he ever does, I'll bring it up, just because it doesn't happen in the video itself. It might happen a couple of videos down the line, and he will react to like at least 90 of them. He's not going to be missing out loads. Just don't expect him to be in it, but he probably will. Okay, it will cut now to me after I've seen Psycho, because I have to watch it on my phone, so I won't be able to film anything, unless something really intense happens. But let's cut to me having watched Psycho. So that was a very interesting video. Video? Movie is what I meant to say there. I don't know how to feel about that, you know. I definitely liked it. I'll say this. I don't think I would have liked it as much if I'd never seen Bates Motel. Pardon me. I think it gave me a huge appreciation for it, if that makes sense. Because I knew the characters, even like, Mario is even in Bates Motel. Not just, Norma and Norman. You know, there's other little people, and it's like, oh, that's a person that I know. Like, even, Norma's lover, who he killed. In my mind, I'm like, Romero. I mean, it's probably not. Romero's probably based off him, and that's why they put him in there, but, you know, realistically, it's not Romero. But for me, I was like, hey, they're talking about Romero. So there's little things like that where I was able to watch it and be like, oh, okay, nice. Even, as far as I know, I think I recognize some of the music. Maybe I don't, but specifically when Marion's driving to the Bates Motel, I can't remember how the music goes, but it's when she sees the light. I'm positive that it's in Bates Motel. Only because if not, I don't know how I recognize the music, so it must be. Maybe when Marion in that one is doing the same thing, they use the same music. I'm not sure, but I definitely recognize it. So there's little bits here and there. I liked Norman a lot. It's weird because I know that I want to say Freddie Highmore. I know that Freddie Highmore is obviously playing this guy's character, but for me it feels the other way around. Maybe I think it might be a fact of I've watched this one first, so I prefer this one because I know Amelia is dead set on this one being better. Both Psycho and the character Norman Bates being better than Bates Motel and Bates Motel and Norman Bates. But for me, honestly, it's the other way around. I think Norman Bates in this one, he had very similar attributes. Obviously, they're the same character, but I'm watching this guy and I'm thinking, oh, I see my Norman Bates here. I see him. I can see this guy is. I mean, I'm saying kind of like stupid stuff here because they're playing the same character. It's not even like the Spider-Man. It's not even like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. It's not like me being like, oh, they seem like the same person. It's like me being like, I don't even know an example of it, honestly. But it's obviously like a prequel. Well, it's not really a prequel, is it? Bates Motel. It's like a contemporary prequel. What I'm trying to say is that um, it could feel like they're the same actor. Apart from the fact they got different faces, it could feel like Freddie Highmore grows up into this guy, right? Or at least or at least this Norman Bates grows up to be this Norman Bates. You know, they feel very, very similar, different attributes. So the way they're really shy. I think not Bates Motel Norman Bates is a lot more likable. Maybe that's on purpose, obviously, because there's 5 seasons of it. But he's very more. You can empathize with him a lot more, even after he's killed people. I know this. It's a very different circumstance because Bates Motel is about Norman Bates and seeing it from his point of view. So you know Norma's not really doing anything. You know it's Norman. You see it and you kind of feel for him. Whereas this is the other way around, so everything's really creepy, and you think his mother, and it's like, oh no, it's Norman. Norman's really scary. So I guess that's a bit to do with why you prefer the other Norman, or why he's a bit more likable. But he is more likable. You know, like it could be for any reason, but he is more likable. The end point. You know, no matter what reason for it, he is. I keep emphasizing the same points here. But yeah, I definitely prefer Norman Bates from Bates Motel. But because I like that character so much, I mean, it should be said that like Bates Motel is one of my top TV shows I've ever watched, and that the bits with Norman Bates in it was always my favorite from that TV show. Like whenever I rewatch episodes, which I do now and again, I just fast forward to the Norman bits because they're like the most entertaining parts. And the bits for me I actually like the best is when you like see him become Norman, you see him go crazy. Like the bit where he kills Bradley, that is such a good scene. It's just insane. I love that scene. That's so good. And you know when they sing Mr. Sandman and when he kills Norman with that song on, there's so many different Easter eggs in that. I love it. So because of that, watching this, I'm like, this is good. However, however, I do feel like it's a little bit rushed. It makes sense because it's an hour 40. They have to introduce everyone, keep this interesting story going. Um, it's weird because it feels rushed, but then it also feels like there's not enough in there. Like, I was surprised how quickly they killed Marion. I thought it was going to lead up to a little bit more. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's just only 2 murders in this, right? Whereas I was expecting like a load of them. I was expecting a minimum of 5. Like, oh, he kills this guy, he kills this guy. You still don't know it's him, but you see him kind of cover it up a bit more. As far as I can remember, I'm pretty sure like the first hour was just Marion and Norman, her dying, him covering it up. A few other interviews and stuff with the police, but other than that, nothing else happened. I was expecting him to like kill a few more people here and there. More attractive females come in. Marion's the last one he kills, and then his sister comes on like last 20 minutes. I don't know. Maybe it would have been too rushed. Maybe it wouldn't have been as good of a movie, and maybe if they did it like that, we wouldn't have had Basement Hotel. But here right now, not knowing what could have happened differently, I think I would have preferred that. The music, I love the music a lot. I did like the music. Some scenes were a bit of a drag. Like before Norman got there. Yeah. And a few others here and there as well. Like with the policeman, they're all talking. It's like, no one cares. Go and die. Like, go and do stuff, What else was there? There was another point I wanted to make. The ending, I feel like if I didn't know the ending, it would have been insane. I would have been here talking now, like, I'm like, what the hell? I don't get it. But I do like it in general. I feel like it's a very good plot twist. It's probably one of the best ones. Like, I knew it was happening, and even then I'm still like, damn, this is crazy. The one thing I did think, and I'm devastated, is that the bit I love, like I've already said, is the Norman and Norma kind of like colliding, division-y stuff. And I hate the fact that they caught him, and then it skips to afterwards, and the guy being like, so I talked to him, this is what it is. It's like, I wish we could have actually seen that conversation. Because thinking about it right now, that could have been such a good movie scene, right? That could have been a classic. If you see Norman and like, I mean, they kind of do it in Bates Motel a little bit. Very different circumstances, but you see him there like, with the psychiatrist, and he's like, let me out. And then he goes really quiet. It's like, Norman's gonna win now. And then the guy kind of realizes, and it's like, would you like to take a seat? Is that what you want me to do? Would you like me to lie down? I don't know, it's just this really cool scene, and they could have done something like that a lot better, a lot different, That could have been so interesting. But yeah, like I said, music, I love the music. I liked it a lot in general. I feel like I can see why Elliot would watch this and not like it, because it's tough to enjoy to begin with. And I can see him watching not a minute, I can see him watching 10 minutes and then just quitting because, what's going to make him stick around, I do believe, like I've already said, that I like it so much because of Bates Motel, and as a movie, it has its high points, its low points. I can tell why it's a classic, 100%. And I can tell why, out of all the, even like right now, out of all the movies we watch, and all ones that's on there, I can tell why this one was one of the ones that they went, let's make a 5 seasons TV show about that. It makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of details in here that they hardly really touched upon, really. I mean, I guess they did, because, this came first, so it's like, this is it. I mean, the guys were like, we could do more. But just in general, it's such a unique story. It's very well done. It's one of those things where when the reveal happens, you go, oh, damn. Because there's 2 types of plot twists. There's one where they have little hints here and there, like Fight Club, like, I guess, You Are the Father, I Am Your Father. And Harry Potter's do this a lot as well. Just very clever. They piece it together very slightly, and when you find out the twist, or the reveal of the mystery, you go, wait a second, yeah, that makes sense, boom, boom, boom. And then there's the other plot twist, or it's not, I guess it's not a plot twist. but where you get all this information, all these questions beforehand, and then it goes, this is the answer, and you go, I've just got all the answers. But there's one part where one of the versions is you don't even know there's a plot twist, and then it gets sprung on you, and then you go, that makes a lot of sense. Or the other one is you're going, I don't know the answer here. There's gonna be, I've got all these questions. Oh, whoa, okay. You know, there's two different ones. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I really brought that up, but this is definitely an instance of it's just very well executed. With that being said, what would I give it out of 10? See, with all of these films, I don't want to compare it to. I don't want to be like, oh, I give this an 8, so I can't give it any higher because I prefer that. I want to mark them as a movie on its own. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. It's tough. It's very tough. I think if I'm being honest, putting my bias aside, I think a 7.2 is fair. It's a classic, an old classic. Is it one of the best movies? No. I can see why my granddad would love it. I get why Amelia, who is a big horror fan, might like it. Bates Motel, if you've never seen Bates Motel, please watch it. It's so much better than this. In the nicest way possible. I think this does it justice. But yeah, so it gets a 7.2 for me. Like I said earlier, don't know if Elliot's going to be watching this, so at the moment, 7.2, it goes into 4th. And if Elliot watches it at any point, it'll go up or down. But as for now, we have one last thing to do. There we go. Boom, it has officially been crossed off. So, see, this is weird, because on my camera, when I'm looking on the screen, I can see bits that haven't been scratched off, but looking at it from the eyes, I can't see anything. I can't see any grays. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. I've been Giles. I'll see you next time. Bye.